11 games into the season and Chelsea have 21 points, but what if I told you it should be 14.85? What if I told you Chelsea's blunt attack and defense that is going to start leaking soon is going to get potential support, but not this summer, maybe next? Chelsea are avidly looking at Kvaratskhelia and Victor Osimhen. Let's get into it because this is big. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and I know how much you lot hate intros, so I'm gonna make it short, snappy, and get all the admin stuff out the way. Number one, we're gonna talk about the scouts that Chelsea sent today. Not for the pizza, but for the absolute two ballers that play for Napoli. Chelsea are actively interested, and it wasn't only Chelsea there. It was Manchester City as well, reported by Italian journalists and the UK journalists. Furthermore, we are going to take a statistical dive into Chelsea's season so far. 11 games have gone, and it is not looking pretty on paper. It is not looking pretty on the eye test, and more importantly, I think we're getting away with it at this moment in time, but I don't know how sustainable it is. And finally, I'm going to preview Chelsea versus Salzburg, which is a must-win game in my opinion, and Chelsea cannot be foolish enough to take it easy on Salzburg. The press conference was pathetic from Potter today. I gained nothing. Waste of time, waste of questions. So we're just going to take a deep insight into the game, and we're going to talk about it on a high level. Let's get into it. Out of the kindness of my heart that I'm passing to you by making this content after a long 13-day hour work, I need you lot to do some nice things for me, okay? Number one, I need you to hit the like button because you are enjoying this content. If you're 1 minute something into the video, you've enjoyed the content. You're here to stay. Number two, subscribe to the channel because you're going to enjoy the content all the way, and you're going to come back tomorrow to enjoy the review. And finally, in the pinned comment is my Instagram, and in my Instagram there's something called a DM. Hit me up with as many questions as you want, and I respond with the best version of my football knowledge, and we have a nice debate, and it's a good way of building a community. So that's the quick intro. Let's get into the beefy stuff. Let's get into Victor Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Alright, so what do we know? We know that Napoli have got two bad boys up top, and this is arguably the best Napoli side since Cavani, Hamsik and Lavezzi were running the train on Chelsea Football Club under AVB. Yes, that was a long time ago, but this Napoli side is looking potent in every which way. So what are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about the two players that Chelsea went out there. Manchester City were in the building, and they're looking at them. Kvaratskhelia is a 23-year-old Georgian international, and he is looking absolutely fantastic. He's got 7 goals this year in 15 games, and he's balling out to the point where Europe is talking about him. Not just Chelsea, not just Manchester City, there are even links with Barcelona, Real Madrid, so many clubs. Why? Because this guy has got the best of both worlds. Not only is he moving like Hannah Montana, where he's in, out, shake it all about, he's literally turning up left, right and center. Whether it's creativity and getting assists, or whether it's absolutely banging it in. I call him the Hazard regen from Georgia with height. This guy is so powerful with the ball, he carries it with pizzazz and strength and velocity. And what makes it even better, he's not selfish. He literally releases the ball when the time is right. He's got great weight of pass, he's got a good attitude on him, and he's coming across as a very talented player. Then we need to talk about Victor Osimhen. And Victor Osimhen is someone that, in my opinion, flourished at Lille, moved to Napoli and got even better than I ever expected. And the fee that's being touted for him is £87 million. And whatever that I read that, time to add 30 million more. Let me tell you something about De Laurentiis. De Laurentiis does not sell players for cheap. De Laurentiis got 100 million euros for Gonzalo Higuain. He's not letting Victor Osimhen go for anything less than 3 figures minimum. Osimhen's got 33 goals in 71 Serie A games, and he's been an absolute phenomenon. Literally, Juventus have been interested in him, and a lot of clubs around Europe are. The only negative with him is he's very injury prone. And a thing I love about him is he is so bloody nice to watch. He's strong, he's powerful, fantastic finisher, smart runs, and dominant. It's something that out of nothing, there doesn't have to be a chance, but he will force the defender to make a mistake with his aggression and his intelligence of where to push it, how to be smarter than him. He really reminds me a lot of Diego Costa's know-how. Very different players, but Diego Costa's ambition and drive. And it's something that a striker for Chelsea FC would be fantastic. Now the real question. Why am I talking about this? Well, the reports in Italy are claiming that Chelsea were there and were very impressed. They left with a good smile on their face and they were wondering whether this is the next thing. Look, Chelsea are gonna have to change up their team, right? Because what's going to be happening later in this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the analytics. And the analytics aren't painting a beautiful picture. But all I know is if Chelsea want these two players, they're going to have to put a heck of a lot of money, especially for Victor Osimhen. That will be a £100 million player, and Kvaratskhelia will be close to 70, 80 million. Because I don't see De Laurentiis just giving them away for free. But at this moment, this is just coming from Italian media, and it's surfacing in the UK, so I thought I'd bring it for you guys early. So a lot of people always ask me, Alex, how do you watch the game? I watch the game with my eyes. And people are gonna say, what are you talking about? Well, let me explain it. Number one, you need to watch the game and watch what you want to see and not what the commentators are portraying to you. Sometimes the commentators have less knowledge than us, right? And it's very common actually, because a lot of commentators, sometimes you listen to them and you're like, what on earth are you talking about? The other day on BT Sport, Stephen Kvaratskhelia said, Rafael Leao is not mobile, quick or strong enough. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard, because when you look at Rafael Leao, his agility, pace and power is what makes him so special, combined with his brain to know where to pick up the ball and where to run. The guy is one of the most complete wingers we have seen at that age. Yet Stephen Kvaratskhelia twisted it in a way that just highlighted he has never watched Rafael Leao. So once you watch the game and you get an idea of what you're seeing, sometimes it's better to go and get some evidence in a quantifiable way to back up your point. I've been watching Chelsea this season religiously. You guys already know the deal. And I've been telling you guys, we're not scoring enough goals. And the numbers back it up. Chelsea have scored 16 goals. We've created 15.1 XG. That's not good. It means we're outperforming XG. So it's telling us that our finishing is better than the chances that we're creating. But let's be honest, our finishing is crap. We all know that. Our strikers are not clinical. We waste so many opportunities. And the reason why that number is so low is because we don't create high value chances. The chances that we create are difficult chances. So things don't come easily for our forward. Then you start asking me the question, well, that means we're defending, right? We're defending well. Look at Kepa. Well, we conceded 11 goals, which is fantastic. I think it's one of the best defenses in the league. The only issue here arises is we should have conceded 15.25. And I'll tell you right now for free, that's not an exaggeration, because a lot of people are going to say, Alex, stop looking into the numbers so much. Why? Why am I going to stop looking into the numbers when the numbers are painting a picture that my eyes are seeing? Kepa's been making too many saves. Apparently, Chelsea have been averaging 10.5 shots at their goal. That doesn't mean they're all on target, but Kepa's been saving 4.2%, 4.2 of them. Let that sink in. Kepa has 4 saves on his goal every game. Chelsea need to be a team that is going back to their root. What are we good at? We're good at defending, hitting teams on the break, and actively controlling the game without always having the ball. And in this case, we're having to keep the ball to exploit defenses, and it's not working. And for me, this is worrying, because I look at the points that we have. We have 21, and 21 paints a beautiful picture that we're close to Arsenal. We're a lot closer than we thought we were. Yet, we're not. Because if you look at the XG, we're meant to be on 14.85. Expected points are suggesting we should have at least 15 points. So we've got 6 more than we really should. And let this sink in. We really should have beat Spurs. But yet, there were stupid games that we just got away with that we shouldn't have. Leicester, you forgot about that one, didn't you? Leicester City, got away with that one. Crystal Palace, got away with that. This week, Man United, they should have beaten us. Looking back at the game, they were the better side. Yet, when you're still up with that many minutes left, I'm not gonna lie to you, I should be frustrated. But this is a high level look into the numbers, and it's me telling you, we do need to change some stuff. And it's early in Potter's reign, but it's very worrying. Finally, we need to take a deep dive into what's going to happen with Chelsea versus Salzburg tomorrow. So the game is at a stupid time where it's an early kickoff, and I'm gonna have to... Sadly, I'm going to watch the game, but I'm not gonna have time to get a review done straight after the game because I need a trim. This is ridiculous. This is 7 weeks without a haircut. I can't imagine what's gonna happen in 2 more weeks because my barber's going away on Sunday. But high level, Chelsea are playing Salzburg, and we need to win this game because we've got 7 points. They've got 6. Milan have got 4. and they're playing Zagreb. And Chelsea do not need to give Milan any stimulus package, any encouragement to get back into this group. We need to top this group, people. Reason being is, we do not want to meet a Madrid in the last 16. We do not want to meet a team that's going to win their group, and then we have to have an absolute hard fixture in the knockout stage as Potter's first game. So Chelsea are most probably going to rotate. The likelihood is, Broja's going to start, and maybe even Chukwuemeka. Pulisic is nailed on to start. Chelsea are going to be rotating. I know a lot of people told me, Alex, you have to rotate. Look at this, yeah? We've got too many games. I understand that. I respect it. The issue for me arises is we're risking it. It's a massive risk. So I don't know how to feel about it, because if we win, the last game week doesn't count. It's going to be a nice simple one. But this was the Kavkas View, people. I hope you enjoyed my video today. I've given you some insight on Victor Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia. Yet people are going to be saying, maybe we should go get him now, maybe we shouldn't. I think these moves, if they're going to happen, they're going to happen next summer. I don't see Napoli selling them anytime soon. And in the case of Kvaratskhelia, I don't think he's going to be leaving in January, nor is Victor Osimhen. But the game against Chelsea and Salzburg tomorrow, I think that game's going to end with a Chelsea win. I think Chelsea are going to make a statement. We're going to go out there and we're going to beat them, but I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. I think it's going to be a good barnstormer of a game. 3-2 Chelsea. I think there's going to be some goals. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be an easy game to watch on the eye. But that's my views. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts. Peace out. I'm out. Adios, amigo.